Welcome to the best show on YouTube, baby. Welcome to the Formatt with your boy, Matt Jackson, a.k.a. Free Killer, a.k.a. Lady Cadaver, a.k.a. the Dinosaur Man, a.k.a. Velocifreaker, baby. And this is another episode of the Formatt. Where you been at? And we're going to be talking about conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories? What? Well, there's one I want to talk about. And it's the fact of some other facts that I think that behalf of Matt, the guy Matt Britton over there on behalf of Matt all the way in Texas, I believe he's a clone. Now, if y'all remember episodes back where he said something to me and he said, who's that in the background? That sounds like me. Did you clone me when I was down there last time I came down for a visit? And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't clone you. I didn't clone nobody. But I'm wondering now if somebody did clone them because of the fact of some more facts that he seems like he's been cloned. Because if you think about it, I don't know if y'all know much about him, because I know a lot about him, or I thought I did. Now, this mother trucker used to be obsessed with Kane. He loved everything Kane did. Now all he wants to talk about is Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's something weird with that. Now, I mean, for the longest time, he's all been about Kane and all this. And now look at him. He's all about some Stone Cold now. His tattoos are different. He's different. He looks different. You can go back 3 years. Go back 3 years. This mother trucker looks different. And there's another fact of some other facts that there's this guy that I know, he wrestles all over the place. His name is Amp Dominic. Now, how come when you look at the Milky Way God himself, Amp Dominic, and then you look over at my homeboy, behalf of Matt Britton, which he's being called the Blood Prince now, behalf of Blood Prince. But I don't know how to think. But anyway, so you got them two, and they seem like they're the same person, but they're not. So I feel like one of them is the first gen clone, and the second one, well, it's just a clone of the clone. So I don't know. Bear with me now. I don't know. I believe this is a conspiracy here because of the fact of some facts, because of some other facts, that if you listen to them talk, behalf of Matt and Aunt Dominic, you hear them talk, and it's like they sound the same. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They sound the same. You know, and it's kind of crazy. It's got me off my rocker thinking that they are either the same or just clones of each other. Now, I don't know. So, I mean, like, I think so. They got to be something's going on here fishy. And I'm starting to think that Matt Britton is a clone. Because he's got to be. He's got to be a clone. He's got to be celery. Okay? Now, I don't know what y'all thinking on this, but that's what I'm thinking. My best friend has been a clone for a while. Of a clone of another clone. And for some reason, these clones, they didn't want to look the same, so they got different tattoos, and they went and changed their faces up a little bit or something. Something happened, okay? Because, go ahead. And of course, you're going to see some pictures of these comparisons right here of Aunt Dominic and freaking Matt Britton. They look the same. They look like they're from the same gene pool. They're like, I don't know. But I don't know who to believe too, because I talked to Matt Britton, and he acts like nothing. He acts like nothing. He acts like nothing happened. He acts like this is nothing, and that it's a little conspiracy theory. Well, you know what, brother? You a clone of another clone, and there's a cloning facility or somewhere around here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to find this cloning facility. I'm just playing. I know how to pronounce that word. Facility. Anyway, we are going to find that cloning facility. And right now, actually, as I'm recording this, I'm looking for the cloning facility, okay? I'm looking for it, and I see a lot of buildings that are very sus, you know? I suspect every building I look at now. That car was suspicious. I think he's off cloning people. I'm trying to tell you, all right? You know, I might have to start rummaging through people's garbages and stuff, trying to find out where this cloning facility's at. It's got to be around here somewhere. I'm trying to tell you, okay? I'm looking everywhere. Hell, Hardy's might even be a cloning facility. I don't know. It could be anywhere. And y'all might be thinking I'm joking or whatever. I ain't joking. There's a cloning facility around here somewhere where they clone felines and frogs and major marks, and they're cloning us all, and they're all cloning all us. Marks. Hell, I think there's a clone of me out there because I've seen him. He works for Ring of Honor. Then there's another clone of me that works here and there. I mean, if you go look at Mark Briscoe, it looks like somebody cloned somebody there. I think someone cloned me. But I'm trying to tell you right now that Matt Britton's a clone. Y'all, Matt Britton's a clone. And now y'all can see how I dropped the binocular. I dropped the voice. Joffrey Killer just left. But I'm here with y'all, and I'm freaking out. Now y'all just heard Joffrey Killer talking about how he thinks Matt Britton's a clone. Now he's got me tripping. So why'd you have to do that, Joffrey Killer? Come back here. Where'd you go? Come back here, boy. You better get your ass back here, dude. Come back here. Yeah. What do you want to say, Matt? What are you trying to say? You trying to say I'm filling these people up with lies? What do you think? I ain't joking. Your best friend's a freaking mark-ass. He's a mark-ass bitch. That's your best friend. He's a clone. I'm telling you, Matt. Hey, now, you don't need to be... No. Joffrey Killer, come on now. Come on, baby. You can't be losing your mind like this, Joffrey Killer. Even though I know that you've lost your mind a million years ago, and you've been on this planet for, you know, thousands of, probably even a million years you've been here, Joffrey Killer. I know, JFK, I know. You're a vampire. I get it. You know, you've lived here for a long time, JFK. 1212, Joffrey Killer, JF Killer, whatever you want to be called, dude. I get it. You've been on this planet for a long time. You were around with the dinosaurs. So if there's anybody in this world that I believe just a little bit about my friend being a clone, it's you, JFK, because of some more facts, that's gonna be a slogan and it's gonna be put on t-shirts. But anyway, I get it, JFK, I get it. So my best friend's a clone. So where do we go from there, though? I mean, where exactly do we go from there, since you've been taking over my show so many times? You've taken over my show a couple times, you took over my live feed, JFK. What am I gonna do about you, dude? But anyway, that's another show for another time. But anyway, JFK, I still want to talk to you for a minute. What do you want, boy? What do you want now? Well, just tell me, like, when did you start noticing this? When did you start noticing that, you know, you thinking that he's a clone? Well, you know what? I was thinking it when you was talking to him the other night, and y'all was voice messages back and forth. One of them didn't sound like the other one. And y'all, you know, sometimes he messages you and he sounds different. He sounds different. There's something about him that's different. And then there's sometimes he messages you and it's like, you know, like he's normal again, or he's at, you know, and, you know, so that's where I've gotten it from, Matt. That's what I'm talking about, Matt, is that this Matt, there's something different about Matt Britton. Something's different, like, just something different. I think the celestial star system, the celestial being that Amp Dominic's from, the place that Amp Dominic's from came down and took away Matt Britton, or changed his mind, cloned him, and now it's this whole planetary conquest for supremacy, and is a waging war on the two Matt Brittons. And so I don't really know what to think anymore, dude, because the fact of some other facts that he's very secretive about this other personality, you know, just, you know, that's how I'm thinking, Matt. Like, that's where I'm at. Well, I see that's where you're at, JF Killer, Joffrey Killer, 1212, if that's even your real name. Oh, it is, brother. That's my real name. And you better shut up trying to say that I'm not. Okay, chill, dude, just chill. Just chill, JFK, just chill. All right, anyway, so some of us friends a clone. Yeah, he is, he's a clone, and you know he is. Okay. I get it. I feel like he's a clone now. You done talked me up to it, you done told me how you felt, and yeah, he does sound weird. Some texts, he sounds a certain way. Another one, he sounds different. It's like there's two motherfuckers in one body. And like, you know what I mean, JFK, you know what I mean? There's a lot about this that is just, it's making a lot of sense now, you know, shit like that. But it's your boy Matt Jackson talking to Joffrey Killer here. If anybody's tuning in now, it's me and Joffrey Killer having a conversation about Matt Britton being a clone. So, yeah, I think he's a clone. I do too. I do, and Joffrey Killer believes it, and so do I. Yeah, I definitely believe it, because I was the one that told you about it, because you wouldn't believe me that your friend's a freaking clone. He's a clone. He's a second generation clone, third generation, because of some facts, because of some other facts, because of some simple facts. Because of the fact of some other facts, because of some other facts. Now, I just butchered your whole fucking slogan. How you like that, Matt? Well, I don't like it that much, Joffrey Killer. I support you, dude, and you're supposed to support me, okay? But anyway, so, yeah, we'll probably be having some other videos or some other whatever about this, because this situation has gotten out of hand. And I think that he is a clone, straight up. And it's kind of funny how he mentioned something about me cloning him, but I didn't clone him that I know of. But I didn't clone him. Maybe Joffrey Killer cloned him, but that's still to be decided. I don't know if Joffrey Killer would do that behind my back, you know, or would he, you know, make me do it? Who knows? But I don't know. It's been good sitting here. It's good that you took over my show for a little bit, and I got it back at the end, Mr. JFK. But we'll actually see you in the next one. But I feel as though, and we're gonna leave you with this, because of some facts, because of some other facts, because of the main facts, that I just butchered my own slogan. It's all right. That he's a clone. Matt Britton's a clone, everybody. He's a clone. He's a clone, clone. He likes it when the beat goes. He like it when the beat goes. He's a clone, baby. Formatt out. The Formatt is out. We're over. That's been the show. See you on the next one. Bye.
But me, yeah. So that's why I said that's no good piece of shit. Go ahead.
Now, when you moved here, I mean, did you move here to Atlanta in the early 70s, and have you been here ever since? Or?
I came here in 1975. I met Maynard Jackson. He had a big afro. He had a black suit on, a black tie, white shirt. And Jim Barnett said to me, like, the mayor is not smart to the business, so please, when he comes to talk to you, you know, shake him off like, you know, you're crazy. So Maynard Jackson came to me and said, oh, how are you? And I, but at the same time, I'm blanking at him to tell him that these promoters in the back told me that you know, the territory and said, Abdullah, coming into Atlanta, I want you coming with me. I said, no, I'm not going into Atlanta. Atlanta's too prejudiced. All this shit that's going on in Atlanta. He says, your mayor, Maynard Jackson, is black. Right? And I ended up coming in, you know, with Jim Barnett. And when Jim Barnett died, excuse my language, the no good piece of shit